often said you could put me and my sewing machine in my piano and bury me when I die, and that pretty much tells a story about who I am. I will say that I'm very grateful that I feel like God blessed me with talents, but I believe to whom much is given, much is required. And so when He gives you talents, you need to use them. Being a seamstress goes way back in my family to my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mother, and then I sat at her feet and watched her. I don't remember that she ever really gave me lessons, so to speak. I just learned from watching her. And I picked up a doll one day and I asked her for a little scrap. And I had watched her cut out how the shape of a dress would be, so I made her a dress. And I was 8 years old. At one point in my life, I also was a wedding dress designer. I did those for about 30 years. A lot of the dresses I made too were for women who maybe they were an odd size, couldn't find anything that fit them, or either they liked the neck of one or dress or the sleeve of another or the skirt of another. And it was just fun to put that all together and to please her, give her a dress of her dreams, because she wouldn't have gotten it otherwise. Was probably one of my favorite things to make. Just to see them going down the aisle, that was just very rewarding. My daughter-in-law's mother, after her husband passed away, she got really involved in Samaritan's Purse. She's the one who actually presented them to me, gave me the pattern and said, if you could make a few, that would really help. My vision of Samaritan's Purse, and especially the Operation Christmas Child, was small. I didn't see the vastness of it at the time. I've made so many I could do it with my eyes closed. I like the fact that every little girl's not opening up the same dress. And they open it up and it's their dress. This is my dress. And they may not have a dress or have had a dress, may have never had a dress. And I want them to be proud of that. This year's been at least 1,000. I realized if I could do this many, but if I could solicit people to help me, and if I taught them how to do it, it's like the old saying that if a man is hungry, you can feed him and he won't be hungry. But if you teach him how to fish, he'll never be hungry again. I won't be here forever, and so if I can teach them, then it will continue to go on and plant that seed of a desire to help. It's such a worthwhile cause.